can ever find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. We must be cautious.
There we go.
Fucking great. That was awesome.
I didn't see that. I didn't know you swapped it up, man. I missed it. I
got sick of adding people. So anybody that's been on the show, I'm just leaving their intro on there. And I'll just speed everybody's up each time to make room.
That's fantastic.
I got sick of doing the whole like moving people around each time. Anyway, but we're we're 45 minutes late. So yeah. But it's going to be a pretty laid back stream. We're just going to talk a little bit about the Vegas meetup, do a quick recap of everything for those of us who were there, and rub it in the faces of those who weren't.
However, we will temper it just a little bit because some of us have travel stories that are straight out of a horror novel.
Yeah.
And see that's what I'd like to hear. And then if we have time, we'll get to a few other topipics, whatever anybody wants to talk about. And
we need Vagabond because I think he had the shittiest story of everybody, man.
But it's a toss. I think he won. Strider, your story's not much better.
He's in the background, by the way. Vagabond.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, I barely eked it out.
Hey,
Oh, you got a cool looking background. Is that a Gadsden flag in the back? Or?
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
You're not stuck in the terminal of Frontier Airlines like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, it does. It looks but like I see what Iron is saying because it does kind of look like.
It looks like a snake, but
now that I'm homemade,
I wish I did.
Yeah, it's Icarus from Heaven's Lost Property.
Oh, okay.
That's another. And has anybody else heard of that one?
Heaven is lost property.
Hey, man, Vagabond, as far as like knowing that this man is an encyclopedia. He's an encyclopedia of like anime stuff, man. Like if you want something, and he can narrow it down to specificity, man. If you're like, well, I'm looking for this, that, the other, type of anime, he'll pull up about 4 or 5 of them you have never heard of, and they're probably all awesome.
That's absolutely true.
Yes, it is.
All right. Let's do some quick introductions. Let everybody know who you are and why you're here. We'll start with we'll just go clockwise. Red Strider, what's going on? How's your week been, man?
I'm Red Strider. I'm an alcoholic. Oh, wait. Wrong meeting. Been doing pretty good. Been doing pretty good. As you can tell, I've got like a really nasty sunburn I got last Sunday, so I've been slathering myself all over with aloe vera, and it's not helping at all. But had an absolute blast. Yeah, it sucks. You think my face is bad? My knees are worse. They will not heal. And all I did was lay out in the sun for 2 hours, not moving, just smoking a cigar, just being as relaxed as hell. And it was bliss until I got home. And then all of a sudden, my entire body's on fire.
Were you sitting or laying?
I was laying down like a dumbass.
I was going to say, like, sitting. Like, I was going to say, man. Like,
it was actually kind of funny because my legs were crossed because I was just having a good old time. And the burn, there's like a white patch of skin on my leg where the other leg
was being crossed.
Yeah.
How'd you hurt your knees while laying down?
That's such an old white guy thing to do, too.
I mean, I might as well be a 45-year-old white man smoking a big fat stogie about the size of my arm. Why not? I just got back from Vegas, so why not? That was a lot of fun. Was wonderful meeting each and every single one of you. A couple people excluded. Neener. Next time, Beasley, next time. But yeah, absolute blast. Had a horrible time getting there, but it was a lot of fun. This week just been kind of chilling. Just trying not to drink.
Getting there was a bitch.
Getting there was fucking horrible. I at least had a hurricane, or not even a hurricane, just a big ass storm to excuse me. You had customer service issues. You had
I want to get to each of these stories.
Sorry, yeah, we'll get to it. I'm just marveling, but we all made it. We all had a blast. Had some really good coffee. Got some really fun comic books I've been reading, and it's funny. Most people go to Vegas and spend money at hookers and blow, and it's. But we go and buy a couple drinks and go buy comic books.
Dude, that's my answer for everything. My joke is like, if you ever get money, it's like hookers and fucking hookers and cocaine, man.
Well, we all know who really spent all their money on hookers and blow, and that's MSK. How's it going, man? Right to work. Like, you started streaming the very night you got home, didn't you?
Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
I
only needed a vacation for like a few days. That was it.
Yeah, but you messed so much, man.
So much.
Yeah. Well, no, I had a great time. It's kind of weirdly bittersweet that the people's pictures that I wanted to post can't be posted because I don't have access to this phone anymore unless I get the SIM card out of it, but hopefully I can do that. No, I had a great time. It was amazing. The only thing that I hope we do next time is, I'm not the guy that intrudes on other people's friend groups. I don't really like doing that a lot. So next time we'll just bring some more friends and we just kind of, do our own thing for a little bit.
Friend group.
Yeah.
I just say turn it into one big friend group, man.
Yeah.
I just hate doing that, man, because everyone already has their own relationship. I'm not really an intrusive guy like that. I'm just good.
But you're part of our relationship.
That's so weird, dude. Yeah. That everybody was like, "You're so quiet and everything in real life." When you just like
bullshit
and be like, "Screw your friendship."
That was
quiet.
Okay. Tiny.
No.
She should be joining us soon. I heard her say that on Common Nerd. Oh, he's so sweet and nice. Yeah, to her. You weren't walking around the Trump Hotel.
Oh, okay. That's what he was. He was trying to.
He turned it down.
He dialed it back around her and like pretty girls, right?
Ladies were around.
I'm just saying, the women there are all attractive. The group just has attractive women, and all the women are like really
after
soft,
10
too.
beers.
Yeah, the women are all really soft too.
Look,
like if you hug them, I don't know. I haven't touched a woman in a long time. It's been a long time. And then when I like hugged him, I was like, God damn! Like feeling all of Tiny's body was like, holy shit! This is
oh my god! Okay, Jesus. Okay, so here's the thing. He is sweet and he's a very cool person to hang out with. But when we were at
Lies.
breakfast at 3 a.m. and he's spewing out some racist shit in the middle of Vegas in a bad area.
We
Dude,
weren't really
inside.
in a bad area, but you
it
know,
wasn't a great area.
Oh, so so he's
Okay.
like
our
like
server
normal?
did look like she could be your sister, and you were saying this shit, MSK.
Technically, it was 3 a.m. I was already I had been up since like
Well,
5
it was
o'clock in
this-
the morning, and then fucking we're talking to Adam Soldier Spear, and then he looked at the mirror and he thought he saw 2 of Iron, and he just jumped out of his chair. That shit was so
Yeah, that was
fucking funny.
hilarious.
That
Wait,
was
he did
hilarious. He like just got freaked out because he looked at the mirror and he thought he saw Iron in the mirror.
So,
It's like
we're
some
sitting in a
mirror
corner
master
booth,
shit.
right? And there's a window right here,
Uh-huh.
and then right next to the window on the wall is a big mirror, and we're right there by it. I'm sitting kind of catty corner in between the mirror and the window, and he's right over here next to me, and he just kind of glances over. His eyes just catch my reflection in the
So
mirror.
he thought you were behind you. Or
Mix.
something?
He thought that there was just some dude standing outside the window, just staring at him
It was
like
the
that.
funniest thing ever, man.
Those nights were
He's got that ready to go, like, right?
Yeah, I think I gave him a little bit of
man.
the PTSD for a moment. So, Adam, I
Yeah,
apologize.
Charlie's in the grass.
Hey man,
stop pretending we all have not been that drunk at least at one point in our
Okay,
lives. Come on.
everyone here is an alcoholic. First
Not
of all, those
you.
weren't shots.
Fair.
Those weren't
Not
shots.
me.
Like the little.
I bought you
Alcoholic.
a Red Bull, I want you a Coke, and I bought like
I
what
barely
else did
drank.
buy?
Okay, so
Yeah.
like, you know,
Like
like
2
shot
beers,
glasses
that's
are
it.
like this big. Shot glasses.
Alcohol,
are like
I
this
don't
big,
touch
right?
this stuff.
Shot glasses.
Oh,
they're
right.
Like,
Yeah,
people here are just like
Legit.
straight up alcoholics, dude.
2
Like,
hours
everyone's just like
straight.
throwing back just like cups of alcohol. It's like, bro, you guys all need to go to
Cups
jail.
of alcohol. Spoken.
I don't know what you're
I
talking about.
am speaking. I am an actual alcoholic. I am recovering. You're always once you're an alcoholic, you're always alcoholic. You can't cure it, but you can. There's a daily remedy for it, and that is to not drink.
I'm somewhere in between alcoholic, problem drinker, and drinking problem. It's one of those. One of those
I forgot.
three.
The last thing I'll bring
The
up, which
alcoholic
is-
being the worst.
We
then
got
the other
there.
two kind of being about the same. But I mean, I didn't drink at any of the meetups. The
Oh, yeah,
only
sure,
time,
yeah.
and I wasn't even planning on drinking the whole trip. Now, what happened was, right after the second meetup on Thursday night, we went to Trump Tower with like
Biden
Jeremy,
Hotel.
Duke Devil, and he was telling us, he's like, we got to try, and no green rocks, and we had to try this really awesome, like it's a old fashioned,
Smoked
putting this
whiskey, yeah.
case with the smoking thing.
I could make
You
you
were,
that.
oh yeah, Vagabond was there too, man. You were saying some funny.
He had me rolling on the other side. I was dying. It was so funny.
Drunk
So-
vagabond. What's that like?
I drank that the first night, or that Thursday evening, and then I had one more old fashioned at the cigar bar. We went right after. It was nowhere near as good. I didn't even finish it. And then on the last night for karaoke, I went ahead and I got the green light to turn it up a notch, and I had about 4 or 5 drinks. I got definitely, and I wasn't, by the end of it, I'm like, man, fuck, I really wish I had the bragging right and just that victory of going the whole trip sober, but I fucked it up.
Yeah.
But that was it.
Well,
Then
if we-
the next day I got the flu. So
If we hang out though,
I
man,
just
see,
wanna
I'll make
trip
it cool to be sober. You can, believe it or not, man. I know it's hard to think, but you can have fun not drinking. know
I
it
believe
took-
that because I had a
Oh,
great
it
time
took-
the first 2 nights.
It
He
took
did,
a
yeah.
long time for me to figure that out, man. And a lot of alcoholics never do. But like, you can actually have fun sober, man.
Because I
Iron
think like
Oxide says he's got a
It's like-
drinking problem, but from what I could observe, he ain't got no problem drinking at all.
Damn it!
Yeah.
I was gonna reference that song.
I was
Don't
just thinking
do
about
that.
Airplane when the dude.
I should have sung that to him.
You got a drinking problem, and the dude just pours the glass on his face.
Oh yeah.
Apparently,
I
Are
think
we still
the
in
coolest part-
introductions?
No, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
Yeah, we're still trying. Let's go ahead
Yeah.
and get through these real quick.
Yeah.
Professor,
Yeah.
how's it feel to be home, man?
it's nice. The allergies are kicking my ass really quickly, though. Guys, I've got a friend who wants to stop in and say hi. He wasn't at the meetup, but he wants to say hi to everybody. Hey, Jay, say hi to everybody.
Hi, Jim.
Come on, Jay.
God.
Can you, Jay,
That's funny. I got Jay back here
I
too.
need to say hi.
You got Jay.
What's up, dude? Come on,
Jay's
Jay.
been doing shadow clones too. He's back in my room right here.
I tried.
Shadow
Guys.
Clone Jutsu. Hey.
I personally know that Dermy has molested that doll, so I'm just.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I think we have photographic evidence of that.
I think so too.
Aw, man.
Quite a bit of it. I was working on a meme with the the Build-A-Bear stuffers.
Yeah.
I think you can just imagine exactly how this particular plushie.
Oh, I know where this is going.
That's where it's going to go eventually when I get the meme done. I haven't had time. It's been great being back home. I got home and immediately had to film stuff for some friends and then not sleep for another 3 days because I couldn't breathe because of the shitty crap in the air in the Southwest.
Yeah.
That's what I had.
Excuse me. I can't wait to get somewhere in Texas where it's green and all of this shit that just blows through the crap air in Phoenix is gone. Our air is trash. It's been trash all week. It looks like a brown ass.
Isn't
Yeah,
your
we're not
state-
far from
isn't-
you. We're having the same problem here. It
That's-
started
that's-
at this.
Fuck the
this
air in
week.
the Southwest. Dude.
Yeah,
The air
yeah, that's because
Isn't y'all's state motto is it's a dry heat?
It's dry, man.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, man, this is dry.
It isn't until late July.
No, that's what I had. I had Monday when I left.
Humidity
I got hit in the
is
face
shitty.
with allergies. It was horrible.
Yeah, no, fuck it, dude. I need to be out there every year. I go out there. I'm like, God, my freaking skin psoriasis clears up because it's actually moist and I'm not dry all the fucking time, and I can breathe. I can't wait to be there. I'm sick of this shit every year. Other than that, I had a great time. Got a ton of swag. Got a ton of video. You've probably seen a lot of my videos popping up in different places. Ryan Kennel, Dermy, I think, has some stuff we might see tonight. Soldier Spirit's got stuff. I took a lot of video while I was out there of everybody's shenanigans. A lot of it people are seeing. More of it may come out. A lot of it I'll probably never show anybody. And most of you don't know I actually have.
If it's something of me, please keep it private.
I have
Oh,
so
she's
many
been paranoid. They're gonna share pictures.
No,
It'll be your highest viewed videos.
Hey,
Selena
sorry to
has a
interrupt,
video
but
of, like, a
the
dancing
True
girl
Pop's in the
video.
chat.
Hey,
Hey,
Yo,
True
what's
Pop.
up,
True
Good to meet
Pop,
you.
dude.
True Pop is in chat. What's up, dude?
Dude, I'm so stoked when he was the first thing I saw. I was like, this guy, and he's in America, and then they're like gun range. I'm like, yeah.
he had so much
I'm working
fun
on a video just of him. I'm gonna take the scene where Captain America gets turned into Captain America in the machine.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna put True Pop on him, and then all the side characters are gonna be everybody from the meetup. As many as I can put in.
man.
If you
I'm
need
I've
so-
been working on that for a little while.
clips or still photos of the shooting and everything else, Iron, reach out to me. I have tons of stuff.
Dude,
Okay,
Asking. Everybody's really chill. Apparently, Selena doesn't want anything getting out of there. I have so many photos of Selena.
I'm
But
sure
she
you
wants-
do. But
She's giving me, what do they call that when you can't release the review until a certain number of days? Like she's got
Review
this
embargo.
Margo.
Or-
Yeah, review embargo. I've got
yeah.
an embargo with Selena. She made me sign it. So
He posted the
you
one
not even
of,
with Iron. She
he
told me
posted the one
Selena,
of like you posted that one of just the Ryan Cannell, Selena, and then tiny picture. And he made sure to post that one first.
that one because it's
I
funny
looked
because
at
you're just over there like just glare like what the fuck is that?
that
look,
one,
man?
It's
that was a
hilarious.
horrible picture of me, but that was like a memeable. That was perfection.
Yeah.
oh, dude, I have so many
We're
other
going to be
videos
using that
of
for a
Ryan
long
singing
time.
that he asked me personally to
Not show.
I have them. But certain
Mm.
scenes I might meme. If I don't take the video out, I might screen cap some very funny faces I've had in watching. So tons of also, we didn't know that he could wobble. That might be a meme eventually. Just gonna pop that whole asset out, literally and figuratively. Lots of just tons of content. I captured so much content. Like you guys were just not paying attention. When y'all got
That's
drunk,
awful.
there's a lot. It's a lot.
Oh man, gonna use it to blackmail your future enemies.
See, this is you guys let the photographer come hang out with everybody and stay at the same hotel. It's a bad
If
idea.
you filmed me having
Horrible
sex
idea.
with those two girls that one night that came back to my hotel room after
It
Circus
most
Circus,
definitely
then-
wasn't you.
No, but I
Okay.
did film that guy that sexually harassed you. That was weird.
What?
What
What?
was his name? Tim? I don't know.
Oh,
You were
yeah.
both drunk.
Well,
How do you
we-
remember his name?
James was so drunk he just kept calling Professor Savage Dad Adam, and then I just randomly guessed his real name. I didn't even
Dude.
know his real name.
James was a trip, man, because
What?
he didn't know
Names?
anything about this whole meetup. And then after a while, everybody's like, who the fuck is this guy? He's asking all these weird fucking questions. Devil comes up to me. Is MSK's friend a Fed?
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, it was a reporter.
The writer's like that guy.
I always thought Devil
Hold on.
was like some
Devil,
light-skinned
You know,
brown guy.
federal agent MSK.
Yeah, he kept asking
That
me
is a
like,
Mexican brown guy.
Hold on,
You
let Devil go real quick.
I was all, he's like fucking gonna like write an article. I infiltrated the racist, misogynist gamer meetup.
Oh my god.
Just Alyssa
the hell?
McConaughey and drag, or just Alyssa McConaughey.
I just generally thought Devil was black. All Hypnotic is like light skinned black. He's like the light skinned one. I thought Devil was black. Turns out that's just not the case. He's a whitey. He's a white person.
Some
Hey, I
of
didn't
me,
even know
some of
you
me's
were
black. Some of me's black.
And then I found out you were black at the meetup. That was weird, MSK.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Every
Every time I saw Sheep City and I was like, hey, it's a black guy. And, that was pretty funny.
Yes, you literally said that every single time Sheep City walked by, or
Not
you
just
noticed
Sheep Cityan. Whenever any black guy walked by,
Vagabond came by. He's like, oh damn, Vagabond's
like
black.
Brendan Fraser and
I'm
Blast
just-
from the Past. Oh my lucky star is a Negro.
I'm just glad that he's the same. I thought from what Tiny
No.
was saying the
No.
other day that he was
No.
like, oh, quiet, man.
No, he's
Diesel,
not quiet.
Man.
Trust me.
He
You
turns
know how many
it down.
people came up to me and was like, "What's up with that guy?" I was like, "What are you talking about? You always tell me to stream with this guy."
Oh,
Like,
dude, there's
this guy
some
is
great. I have some great stills of MSK just like fucking doing this like
Yeah.
scare. I'm turning that into an asset, but no, Diesel. He turned it down to like fucking 6 with the ladies around though.
Of
I'll
course
give
he
MSK
did,
He's
man. Of
nervous.
course he
I
did.
can't talk to women in real
Stand
life,
up.
man. I'm just a
Stand up.
fucking weirdo in real life.
Me
I
neither,
can't talk
it's
to girls
okay.
at all. I just fucking shrivel up. I'm like, man,
We're
there's a
all
lot of
fucking
attractive
doing this
girls
in real
here.
life. How the hell do you think we ended up there?
Even the
Okay,
ones
real
that
quick.
weren't taken, they were like real. I was like, this girl a babe. I would just destroy this woman in real life. But
Anyway,
in
let's
Minecraft.
introduce society real quick.
Yeah,
Society. And I finally got you an intro for when you join us, man.
Dude, yeah, I saw that one.
Fantastic.
Thanos one was bomb.
That was great.
Cool, dude.
I gotta
That was really
rewatch
well
that.
done.
You said
man.
society was gonna be Norbit. What the heck?
No,
No.
he didn't.
Yes, he did. Oh my
No, he
god.
didn't.
I will drive to California and give you a rock bottom in your living room if that ever happens. So what's going on? I'm only going to be here for like 30 so minutes because I actually do have a stream here tonight. So I just came here to hang out for a bit.
Hey,
Okay, well, that's
sorry.
cool. We're always
Dude.
glad to have you on, man. Anything interesting going on this week, or?
I mean, there's a couple of movies that we're going to be talking about here tonight. As far as like any actual news, I've kind of been out of the loop the last few days, so I don't really know like what's the big story at the moment. So, yeah, obviously, I think we've been touching up on a little bit of that Alan Richardson guy. Who's been making a lot of
I
stupid comments
know.
over the last few days. So
Mhm.
that's pretty much been the big one that I've been paying attention to. I think Molly Ringwald said something stupid as well, but I mean that's just kind of how it is this week.
Yeah, I mean, we already knew Molly Ringwald was retarded.
Mhm.
I think he's a little dumber because his entire fan base is obviously more,
Well, here's the
center,
problem.
right?
And I think what happened was that people didn't realize. So what happened is that a couple of weeks ago, he did an interview when he was promoting his film Ordinary Angels, which is kind of like the pseudo-Christian movie. It's like, it's not really that Christian, but obviously it plays to the same audience. And he was talking about, wanting to do more Christian movies because, he's a Christian, and everyone heard that. And it was like, oh yeah, this guy is great. But what they didn't know is like all the stuff that he had said before then. Like he's been like this way like for a while. Like, if you go on his Instagram page, it's like nothing but like Black Lives Matter, LGBTQ, calling Trump a rapist, DeSantis a Nazi, and all this stuff. So he's always been that way. So I don't think that people, when they were praising him for that interview like 3 weeks ago, they realized that he was basically a raging lunatic leftist as well. And then obviously that came out very, very quickly in the course of promoting his latest film, which we'll talk about later tonight.
Yeah.
Bro is a fucking nut job, is what he is.
Well, it's
Mhm.
funny
I
because
mean-
you can be a blue pill bedwetter, fine. Like if those are your politics, fine. But he uses religion to back it up. Like
He's saying
for
that
fuck's sake.
he's saying the stuff because he wants to go to that next level. He's got a little taste of fame, so he's trying to get himself up to that next
Yeah.
thing. So he's saying
Yeah.
all the stuff that he wants to say. It's just like Society said. He's been. If you heard anything that he said before, he's like a. He said a
Yeah,
lot of
he's
stupid
trying to be a
stuff.
member of the Cool Kids Club. That's what
Yep.
he's trying to be right now.
Yep.
Yep.
The thing is, with actors, you just got to assume they all are like that because most of them are. You're only going to run into a few. And if they're vocal about not being like that, they're going to get blacklisted, like James Woods and anybody else that, you know, has a fucking pair of balls in their pants.
Tim Allen.
Yeah.
And you know the right of Joseph Stalin.
Pretty much.
Yeah, the right of Stalin and Mao. Anybody to the right of that is like, you know, part of that.
No offense to buff dudes out there, but most guys that look like that, I don't assume that they
not like that.
They're not really they're not really. They're thinking about like, I need to be jacked all the time. I gotta be like you. That's a whole like looking like him, being as big as he is and as jacked as he is. That's your whole fucking life. That's your whole day. You don't just like fucking. You don't wake up to that shit. So you don't. He isn't reading anything. You can tell just by the way he talked about shit.
Here's another little secret too.
Just fucking people told me to say this.
Nope. Here's another thing about Hollywood.
Just wants him to shut up and take his shirt off.
But no, here's a little secret about Hollywood.
Hi, I'm not sure who you're talking about, but hi.
Alan
Sorry.
Hold on.
Breacher.
Society.
Hold on. Let Society go real quick.
It's like, look, actors are very, very stupid. Like, I just be very clear about that. They're not smart people. These are usually people who didn't even finish school, let alone and talk about any kind of actual education after the fact.
Well,
they're just there because they were allured by, oh, I could be a famous celebrity and I could bang all the chicks that I want. And I can get all the money and all the cars, and I'll say whatever stupid thing I need to say in order to get all the money and all the women and all the cars. And maybe along the way, if I get really, really high up, we'll start worshiping Satan. So that's pretty much all it is.
Exactly.
Man. Hey, this guy named Epstein's got an island somewhere. He got play with kids. What?
Now you know what? An actor I really, really respect because he acknowledges that very fact and is very open about it is Anthony Hopkins.
Yes,
he says, "I am not intelligent. I can pretend to be intelligent all day long, but I'm actually quite dumb. I couldn't do anything else. I'm lucky that this worked out."
You know why he's honest like that? And for a lot of things, Anthony Hopkins is a recovering alcoholic.
Oh yeah,
he is, and he's
a lot of people that are work that program, man. It requires the rigorous honesty thing, and so if you're constantly trying, if you're actually working, you actually really are, man. It will mess with you if you're gonna have to lie. You can't maintain that dichotomy of not telling the truth and trying to go around that because it messes with your whole. Sorry to go off on that.
No, that's a good point. Now, I think he may acknowledge that he's not intelligent, but he's also smart enough to say certain things. Like he avoids any political discussion whatsoever. He's just like, no, I'm not qualified to speak on that, and I won't.
Which is funny because the man is actually quite intelligent because if you know anything about his process,
he's well read.
He is very well read, very well spoken. His process for stuff his process for learning lines quickly is incredible. But he's also a very accomplished musician, not just playing. He writes his own stuff too. He had a waltz a while ago that he wrote years ago. I was like, oh, this isn't any good. And then I think his daughter surprised that they're at a concert or something. And I may be making this up, but they played his waltz right for the first time ever in a concert hall. He's sitting there, just you can tell he's kind of critiquing himself, like but it's beautiful music. You have to, in order to write music like that, especially classical music, especially like a waltz that sounds like it's worth anything, sounds good at all. You got to know your shit. You got to be very intelligent to be able to map that out in your head. And he's smart, which is why he doesn't speak out about politics. But that's just one. The man is a god among men.
Well, so he actually is intelligent. He's humble and he's smart enough to know that he's not intelligent. The problem with a lot of these actors, like Mark Ruffalo and Leonardo DiCaprio, they think they're absolutely fucking brilliant when in fact they're clinically retarded.
Well, see, there's a bit of a difference here. There's a difference between knowledge and intelligence. If you're a lot of people can be knowledgeable. Anybody can be knowledgeable. Stupid people can be knowledgeable. Knowledge is having a vast wealth of information. You have access to it, or you know it. You know how to get to it. Intelligence is actually knowing when to use it and how to use it.
Yeah, you can be like there are a lot of people you can be quote unquote book smart. But you can have the common sense of like, I don't know. I I was gonna say a cement block, but a cement block has plenty of common sense because a cement block knows that it's always a cement block. You know, it's not gonna go out there and try to be like, like a cinder block's not gonna try to be like, oh, I think today I'll be a tire or something.
A cinder block is the ultimate fucking pragmatist. It knows what it is and what it's there to do. That's it. Period.
Yeah, there's definitely difference. Book smart, street smart. There's one you can take a test, you can memorize stuff. One you can think critically, and
Yeah.
I've known more high school dropouts that are successful, intelligent, everything, very knowledgeable and well read, more so than just about every single college graduate I've met, with only a few exceptions.
Look at Glenn Beck, man. Glenn Beck is one of the most successful dudes, and will say straight up, I couldn't afford college. So, whenever I always hear that, man, that reminds me of when I used to listen to Glenn Beck back in like 2008 and stuff like that. And he would just harp on the fact, hey, no, I don't have a college education because I couldn't afford it. It would cost too much. I think he said he took like 1 or 2 classes and that was all he could afford. And so he just, started reading tons and tons of stuff.
If only he knew Joe Biden would forgive the money.
Well, we'll get into the Vegas stuff after Society leaves, since he's only got a short while. So I guess the only thing really big news as far as entertainment wise, Civil War just came and went. Didn't really matter. It didn't impress
people
anybody.
were saying that it was like a box office hit, but it's like it hasn't even made back its production budget yet. Like, what are you guys talking about?
No, dude, it was like in fucking 18th place. It dropped off like 20% the first day, and then fucking Sunday it dropped another 30. It's like nobody cared.
What if we threw Civil War and nobody came?
It lost its coverage to TV shows. It lost it to Fallout.
Yeah, Fallout,
which is sad.
I watched most of the first episode of Fallout last night. I was getting tired.
I watched the whole thing.
Recovering.
I watched the whole thing.
I finished it.
This is gonna be a nerd Civil War, because there are people that are just fine with it and think it's entertained, and then like Shock is a hardcore Fallout fan. So he was raging out. I can't wait to watch his videos after I finish the show.
Yeah, I understand Shock's frustration.
I have the graph here for domestically for Civil War. This movie just flat out just got destroyed. You show my screen really quickly?
Which is disappointing because Alex Garland is a pretty skilled filmmaker, but
this is how you can tell if a movie has legs.
He was in out of his depth in this one.
All right, it dropped right here. Okay, the average theater, I mean, for big blockbusters like this one, they get like 4,000. This one had 3,000 because it's 824. Average was 2K. Okay, so what was yesterday? Thursday? Earth, dude. It averaged $425 a theater. That was just yesterday. It went from 2K and dropped to $425. Now, to be fair, this is
$425.
Nobody cares about this movie. Like the worldwide movie doesn't matter, because
the best thing about it is that meme with the dude, because as broke it down, it's just like it was perfect. Did you see his thing today where he's just like,
what kind of American are you?
What kind of Transformers fan are you?
What kind of Fallout fan are you?
I know, because I was like, yep.
Well,
like, exactly what Red Strider was saying. I looked at Shock's thing. I was like, oh, dude, I need to meme this like what with Shock's face and be like, so what kind of Fallout fan are you?
I know.
I like that. Actually,
get him on 2 or New Vegas, or 3 or 4.
It could have done well because I don't think the premise of the movie wouldn't work. It's that they didn't make it how an actual civil war would happen right now. Like I said, it wouldn't be state to state. It'd be house to house. States would just crack apart, especially like California. If like civil war broke out right now, I'd get a gun and I'd be heading to San Francisco. Like
wow.
Nobody clips that.
No.
Well, it's so funny because
if civil war breaks out right now, please come to Arizona. You need to coalesce. We need a group. Don't go to San Francisco alone, because you're going to get eaten by fentanyl zombies, bro. You got to come here.
Like I do love the fact how they didn't even they didn't even bother to explain why California and Texas were teaming up against the federal government to begin with.
So Alex Garland actually did break this down in an interview, which I wish they would put it in the damn movie, because I think this would have been actually kind of interesting. Because I do kind of gotta credit him with this, because he had a he seemed to have an optimism about about Americans that I actually appreciate, because his reasoning was for California and Texas. So obviously the president is either in his third term or seeking a third term, which is clearly illegal, and clearly that's definitely grounds for some kind of rebellion. And but he said, so we have a fascistic president who's trying to like just trying to like put his thumb on the necks of the people. So you think that California and Texas would put aside their? He said, I don't. He put it very. He worded it very weirdly. He said, I don't believe that California and Texas would not put aside their political ideology in order to rebel against that, which I appreciate.
But the problem with that is that there still has to be a reason why he went to his third term to begin with.
Oh yeah, there's no explanation about anything.
Would cause one. It would be either one or the other. Like it would have either been California or Texas who went to war. Like because in the framing here, like I said, they're trying to warn against the fascist government because it's election season and we're doing that again.
I wonder who's the fascistic.
Exactly right. So in the context, it probably would have been smarter for him to be like, well, instead of California and Texas, it's like, Washington, Oregon, California, maybe Arizona and Nevada. Like those were the states that were going against, the president, rather than just try to like BS a reason why California and Texas will be on the same side politically without any kind of like real reasoning there.
Yeah. I mean, it was meant to deliberately
obfuscate politics right now than California versus Texas. You've got California as a bastion of collectivism, period, and you've got Texas, which is basically the bastion of independence. Texas stands by itself if it needs to. Like there can't be two greater differences in an ideology and a mass of people.
I saw that. I just saw this.
I partially disagree because
God, there's two black guys.
As someone that lived in California, it's I think they're cheating in California every year. That's my.
Oh yeah, I completely agree.
100% happening.
Yeah, there's a lot to be said to that, man. I mean, basically everything east of the coast is fucking Kentucky and California. Devil knows. Devil's ready to secede and become part of Idaho any day now.
Like so in California, of course, you got your major cities. Like you got LA. Somewhat San Diego, the San Francisco, Sacramento, all of them areas. Outside of that, then it's like everyone that's like actually pro-American and shit is like lives everywhere else in California.
Yep.
Like we got our I don't live in California anymore, but we got our version of the South in California. We got our areas where like they're sundown towns where it's like, hey, don't drive if you're black, don't drive to this area and such because this Grand Wizard Dragon and whatever lives over here. And Tom Metzger is from Southern California. So just saying.
Like that seems to be the biggest thing with movies now. Like some of them aren't even like, God, how, like you would say woke. It's not even that they're even woke. It's like the reason why movies suck is because they have all these ideas and they're so half-assed, unexplained. There's this thing in sports where it's like you rather have 5 people doing one thing rather than like 3 people doing something different. It's the reason why movies are bad. All these movies end up having some of the most ridiculous, dumb things. None of it's ever explained. It just happens because it does. And then like fucking some director of the movie down the road 2 months later going, hey, I'm going to explain the whole movie to you. It's like, well, could you just have that in the fucking movie? Like what? That's ridiculous.
So that's the problem. If you have to explain the concept of the movie and the interviews after the film's already been released, that means you didn't do a good job explaining it in the movie.
Yep. If we require outside sources to understand what happened, then it's a bad movie, which is why everyone who's saying, well, Marvel's going to follow up with or Star Wars, you have to read the stuff. You have to look at the stuff. You have to read this third page of a comic book from the High Republic nobody fucking read. Oh, yeah, sure. Great writing. Go away. Like, stop it. You have to explain all the stuff in Ahsoka or whatever. They're going to connect everything and it's dumb. Yeah, if you have to explain, it's one thing to clarify some things, of course, like because after the fact, maybe, hey, what did you mean by this? What did you intend for this? Okay, sure. But you have to explain basic plot elements. That's not Tony. That's a bad movie.
How many movies have you watched like recently? And like they're not even like really that bad, but it's just like all the ideas, like randomly in a movie, someone will just be doing something. You're like, that don't even make no fucking sense. This character isn't even built like that. The whole movie is built off, hey, this character's gonna do this, and now randomly he's just doing this, and it's like, but people go like, oh, you're just nitpicking, and it's like, all right, nitpicking is basic shit that we've been watching for 2 hours is nitpicking. It's ridiculous, But
I think I know what you're saying. Give me an example of the movie.
I mean, Flash would be a big example of that. The Flash movie that came out was a big example of that. Just dumb shit just happening just for the sake of it. Just
that comes from the just enjoy stuff crowd. It's like what is the red letter media meme? It's like, don't ask questions, just buy product and invest in more product.
Good Lord, man.
I'm facing that right now with all the Warhammer people coming after me, coming out of the woodwork. I was like, I don't even care about Warhammer. I'm not even caring about Warhammer. I'm just saying this is dumb. And they're like, oh, you don't even play it. Like, fuck off. That's not what I'm talking about. I never claim that I did. People.
Like, I have an example because you asked me for one. General Zod. General Zod, we know, is fucking a lunatic. Like, he'll actually just beat up someone if you look at him wrong. So in Flash, Supergirl is wailing on him. Like, he's not fighting her back. We know that's not what he would do. You don't even know comics for General Zod. You know he'd punch her back. He's just straight up just letting her wail on him. We know that's ridiculous because this is from the same Man of Steel universe. He quite literally almost vaporized the city because they didn't go with his rule. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I'm supposed to just mentally go like, yeah, General Zod would just let a girl just punch him to death, and he's a hardened general. Yeah, chalk bullshit.
Yeah, nothing about that movie made any sense, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean,
for some reason, he could just stab a Kryptonian and kill her, even though it's not made of kryptonite. Yeah, it's kind of funny, right? How that works. Crazy. But I'm just a black, good-looking rich guy. So what do I know, honestly?
I mean, I guess since he's a Kryptonian stabbing her, I don't know. It just falls into that. It happened because the plot needed it to happen.
Yep. But what was that sign? Our expectations were low, but holy fuck.
Yeah, that's what I said when I saw the Transformers trailer.
Oh, man.
Now, here's the thing, though, with Fallout. I don't think people are enjoying that just like it's not really the just shut up and enjoy things crowd, but I can definitely see where the lore is getting screwed up. Even though I confess this last night, I only started playing Fallout at Fallout 3. So I've played Fallout 3, Vegas, and 4. And the only one before that I played, do you remember the Fallout game that was similar to Baldur's Gate, the Baldur's Gate games on PS2? Multiplayer, just kind of a top level shoot 'em up, beat 'em up, looting game.
Fallout Tactics. Fallout Tactics, I believe. Yeah.
I played that one too. But again, there wasn't enough story there to
was that
really
like
know
Fallout, like strategic operations simulator?
No, it was like if you ever played Baldur's Gate, it was a lot like that.
I started to play Fallout 3, but there was too much talking in it and not enough murdering, so I had to like quit.
There's plenty. If you get through the storyline in Fallout 3 is pretty good. I mean, I want to go back and play the old ones now.
I'm actually replaying Fallout 3 now.
I'll have to give it a chance. My problem is, when it's like that, that would be what you would consider like a role-playing game, right? More kind of role-playing with RPG in it. See, the thing
it's definitely an RPG.
Yeah, I'm not a big role-playing game person at all. So it's like I'll have to make myself. I'm going to go in there and because I started getting into a little bit of it. I remember going into a school and stuff like that, and I'm like, I could see how this could be because I was starting to get. It was giving me vibes of like the I don't know if you ever played Stalker. Shadow of Chernobyl. I remember that. Stalker games are some of the I got so into those for a couple of years, like playing them for like months, man. Loved those games. And I started getting because that's kind of it's basically kind of like a alternate universe kind of thing that happened around like Chernobyl when that went down. The whole area around it is almost like it's opened up different dimensional portals and kind of crazy mutant stuff going around. But it gave me that like the Fallout 3, I remember like kind of gave me a little bit of that vibe. So I'm gonna have to go back and play it because like the lore around it and everything looks really, really cool and stuff like that.
You might even like New Vegas even more.
Yeah, see the thing is I watched the show. It was like it wasn't blatantly terrible to me. There's a few spots where I was like, oh.
Now, let's do it. Since I haven't finished, we're gonna have to do spoiler free. I've seen 3 full episodes.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. Right now, if you this is separate from the games. Kind of put that in your mind. There's a lot I can appreciate. It holds your attention.
Mm-hmm.
The lead character is not an overpowered Mary Sue. She's actually likable. She gets her ass kicked. She's actually kind of fucking retarded.
Oh yeah, very naive character, man. Which is
She
something
is
you
not
don't
going
really-
out into the wasteland perfect and going through unscathed. She's fucking up, and the guy who plays the ghoul is a great actor.
Oh, he's he's
the makeup. He looks good.
Golly, what is his? Oh,
Walton Goggins.
He's from
Walton
like
Goggins.
Justified, Django Unchained. I
Predators.
think he was even in that biker show, wasn't he?
He was Pierce Hawthorne's lawyer in that episode of Community.
Yeah, he was in Sons of Anarchy.
Walton Goggins has been he plays fantastic white trash characters too, man. He's just
he does.
absolutely fantastic.
It's kind of funny because
I was
he's a
surprised
Brit.
people didn't notice him from what's it, The Shield, which is like one of the best TV shows
That's
like ever.
right. Yes.
Oh,
Oh man, I
He
can
played
go back
Shane
and
in
rewatch
The Shield.
it now.
I just know he was in Predators, man, and I dig that movie.
If you get him and that other good character actor that does white trash perfectly, the guy who played Trevor in GTA 5,
Oh, Stephen Ogg.
Stephen Ogg. Put those two together as like trasher brothers, that's not rednecks in a zombie
That would
apocalypse.
actually be pretty cool.
Take money.
I love that.
You could just have them as like in Walton Goggins. I watched Predators, and I have like a kind of a I got some love for that movie. It's kind of mirrors the original very much so, but I dug it. And he was in that, and I was like, oh, because I'm kind of like a stickler for seeing people. You remember Salute Your Shorts? I remember watching that on Nickelodeon because I was like, that's the kid from Terminator 2, man.
Hell yeah.
Wow. That's why I watched some of the episodes with like in Justified. Justified was great. That was a pretty good show.
Right
Even though what's his name is an egomaniac from everyone. I think everybody that's ever worked with him kind of despises him. The main, what's his name? Is it Timothy something or another?
Oliphant?
Oliphant? Yeah.
Timothy. Yeah.
Really?
Oliphant. Yeah. I have heard that like he is just. Of course, nowadays, it's not. Man, my nose is itching. Ugh. I haven't done a bunch of cocaine, and I haven't gotten there'd be hookers, you know what I mean? There'd be hookers
Today.
Yeah.
There were way
Today,
more hookers,
right.
there were way more conked out hookers around my living room right now.
Oh, and okay. Now that we have a window to introduce you, Gal, how's it going? How was your trip home?
The trip home, it was windy when I was leaving Vegas. It was very windy. It was interesting. And after 3 hours, I took a nap at a rest stop, so I wasn't doing it while driving. And then 3 hours before I got home, I'm like, I'm gonna need another nap because I'm about to drive through like 5 canyons and I don't want to be in a river. So, but the drive was great. I was sad and I didn't want to go home.
Yeah, I think that was the general consensus with everybody. It's like we had built such like this. I mean, it really was, not to sound corny, but literally everybody there, even people that weren't there the whole time, it felt like a whole little tight-knit family. It was crazy.
Yeah. It was awesome.
Tight-knit alcoholic family.
Exactly.
That's the way I imagine, like,
Best
hanging
kind.
out with, like, well, you guys are like my friends, man. Like, I don't differentiate internet from real life. I know people like internet. This is real life, man. What am I saying? It's like some people are kind of like that. They're like a certain way online or something like that. But like,
and I feel like
y'all my friends.
Yeah, like to agree with that. I feel like this especially type of internet is a hell of a lot different than it was back in the early aughts type of internet.
We had like AOL chat.
No,
Yeah.
There's some people. There's some people that like, and I'm glad you said that, Gal. That reminded me. I used to hang out on a message board back in the day. 20 years ago was when I started hanging out with a few friends of mine and like a couple of dudes that like do figure action stream with Extra Zero, which would be cool if you could get Extra Zero on here sometime. That dude's awesome.
Oh, dude, he's
a couple of dudes.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, man, get him to come on here sometime, man. Like a couple of dudes that's on the stream with him. We hung out like in a message board 20 years ago. This was like before Facebook got on. I want to say, wasn't that kind of when what was that other? It was like the ghetto
MySpace.
Facebook. What was it?
Zanga.
MySpace?
Yes, MySpace. Yes.
Man,
That was
MySpace was it was not ghetto. It was way better than Facebook.
I
I agree.
I miss
I don't know.
MySpace.
I don't know, man. Well, you're right. I forgot about that.
I love
Man, you make custom
yes,
profiles
and the
and shit.
music.
I just remember
Yeah.
you could have a. That's right. Yeah, it is awesome. You could have a song on your homepage. I had Holy Wars. I like made.
I was changing it so often. God, I was
People
such a
get so
teenager.
butthurt if you like moved them to the first or second spot. They'd be like, "Wait a minute."
Oh
I
yeah,
can't
man.
The top 8.
Oh my
Imagine
God.
not being in the top 8 at all.
Right, not at all.
Remember
Sorry
all
about it.
the gifs people would make of Tom that would like make him be
Yeah.
doing weird stuff.
Man, I miss Tom.
Tom was always
Zuckerberg.
blowing on hot.
If you-
Yes, he was.
Yes,
He was, man.
Oh yeah.
It didn't work. Hold on, I'm gonna try it again. I don't know why it did it like that.
But
Let
it
me try
was
this again.
cool because like T-Man 978 and Starscream were on there, and we were like buds in real life. We used to have a thing. We called it like it was like a grab bag where we would randomly like put names in a hat. All the people that used to hang out. We had like there was a pure spam forum they made for us called INH. It was like insert name here, and we would just hang out and just post stupid stuff on there. But we had like a what we called a grab bag. We get names and we would just mail each other when we do it, mail each other like random stuff, like get a box of Transformers and stuff and just send it to our buddies and stuff like that, man.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Now you'd mentioned MySpace, and this reminded me of it. I met the guys who are behind this app, and it's like a MySpace community version of Rotten Tomatoes. So it's for
I already
people to
downloaded the app.
right. I'm gonna start using this for everything.
Yeah, I got myself on there too.
You can review all your movies on here. You can add people as friends. You automatically get the creator. He even puts it. He has like I think MySpace Tom's his profile pic.
Really?
That's why it reminded
I'd
you.
like to see this thing take off because it's a really cool idea, and it's definitely bringing back a lot of those old elements of MySpace. So I just thought I'd bring that up real quick. While
What is it?
Talking
Credit
to
for
those
those
guys that night at the restaurant. That
Critical
was pretty
list.
cool. That's when Shags and Quarter Black called me over. We started giving Sheep City and shit about not having no babies yet. We talking dad stuff.
Quarter Black's one to get on that, man. He's got like him and Jesse.
Doesn't he have 10 already?
Jesse's got the shittest pullout game in the whole fucking fandom. I tell you what.
Let me tell you something,
Goddamn
dude.
basketball team.
I thought Jesse, like, I started freaking out because I saw him post something in our Winding Down Wednesday group that, like a group DM thing that we got on Twitter, and he was saying something about, I've been grabbing so many asses, and I was just like, man, this son bitch done got stupid, wasted, and started grabbing on a bunch of women. So I was like,
to be fair, Jesse was grabbing on
So he
everybody.
was grabbing everybody's ass.
like I thought he was like, I was like,
Not mine. He was
I was
not mine.
messaging Tiny. I was like, oh my gosh, Jesse
Now,
like
I tell you
groping on a
what.
bunch of women. She's like, what are you? And it was like he was mostly. Well, my understanding was he was just grabbing on dudes' ass, man, was what he was
No,
saying.
he grabbed my ass so hard I got pregnant. I had to have 3 abortions to get rid of that damn thing.
I tell you what.
I can't help but feel a little
I
bit
tell
left
you
out.
what, that motherfucker squeezed my ass hard. He leaned over my shoulder and said, "You do squats,
Oh.
don't you?"
I'm sorry, I forgot. I
Put it in your
didn't
mouth.
realize what was going on, and then you've got the hat, you've got the ball cap on. That's why you're in.
I tell you
Man,
what,
you'd be
pseudo.
Whatever hat Professor's wearing, he just gets into character.
You need a big old fish hook on the brim there.
You,
Nah,
you
this is
guys
my
would be
NASCAR hat. I
surprised
don't no fish hook.
how
You need
many
to
of the
work.
dudes.
You need to work on it though, man. It's not.
They're gonna fuck this hat up. This cost me $30.
How many
not-
of the dudes, once they get a little liquor in them, will start touching all the other dudes? It was.
Yeah, it got really fucking gay. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, man.
No.
Like,
It didn't get
fuck
gay.
that, dude.
It didn't get gay. All of a sudden, the walls came down and the affection came out. Not gay.
There you go.
Damn it.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
dick sucking that happened. That was
Yeah.
real affection.
Okay.
That was just a bro hug with my mouth.
Hey, bro.
You mean you don't take off your pants to give your
Bro
bro a
hug
hug?
with my mouth. Oh god, that took a minute or two for that to. That took a few seconds to process, man.
Don't ever try to make a move.
That's
on
the way it
him.
works. God damn y'all motherfuckers homosexual.
Dude, work. You,
Who the fuck is this quick?
yeah. Hey,
All them queer homosexuals.
hey, Savage Dad, man. You need to. Speaking as a bona fide Southerner,
Did you just say boner?
You just said
boner fied.
boner
I just threw
fied.
that in there because of all the gayness that you guys were talking.
It got
Well,
you.
what he's saying is you got to add a little more yeet to that.
No, you need to, when you're working on it, you're trying just a bit too hard on your southern
too hard,
drawl,
got down a bit. It's a little too thick. Like this guy right here. His name's
Man,
Timothy. He was at the count.
If
We
Diesel
need to be
says you're
somewhere.
overdoing it,
We need to be
that's
somewhere
bad.
between like Hannah Barrett and Duck Dynasty. We can mix those two together.
Hannah
You
Barrett.
need to. It needs to be a little bit more natural. Don't be.
I take it back a little bit. I understand. Calm down.
Again,
It's
if we have
the-
Diesel,
The
telling
unimpressed look was
Savage.
too good not to just capitalize.
Wasn't this a gag from The Office where Andy Bernard is giving everybody lessons on how to do a proper like Southern Georgia accent, Southern Atlanta.
No, the people that do
I
the
say,
best.
I say, boy.
the best
on you.
and it's a shame that Jack's not here to back me up on this because like the best to me the most authentic southern accents are the Brits, man, that pull it off, because in certain parts
Like
depending
Andy
on where
Lincoln.
they are, it's like they just have to tweak a little bit and then they pull into like a southern accent because they have like their version of like I guess what would be considered a southern accent for them, depending on like on where they are. And
Thomas Sowell has a book about that.
Oh, Thomas Sowell does?
Yeah.
Thomas Sowell does actually. He talks about that quite thoroughly. You learn the etymology of this particular accent.
Andrew Lincoln, like when Andrew Lincoln and John Bernthal, when you watch like the first season of Walking Dead, I was like, and then I heard Andrew Lincoln speak. I'm like, this dude sounds like he's from Georgia. Of course, John Bernthal is like from Texas, so he's like got the southern thing.
He didn't have to work on it too much.
Right. I just tweaked it a little bit because he did switch it up a little bit because there are differences. Like the Alabama thing, it depends, man. If you like, I had the same sort of kind of like accent that Camelot does. It's that Alabama thing, which is different than Georgia, which like Vagabond's there. Vagabond's kind of gotten a little bit that Georgia's rubbed off on him some since he's been there for a couple of years now.
I mean, I've been here for 6 years now.
Well, see, Vagabond's so laid back and everything anyway. He just kind of like, rolls with it.
Yeah.
I was raised
How
in
many
Oklahoma. I live in
Georgians been
Texas
rubbing
now.
on you,
I've got
man?
nothing.
I was just gonna say Diesel's kind of on something tonight. Bonafide, rubbing off on people.
Yeah, man. I'm just gay as fuck. Can't you tell?
We ain't know there ain't no homo in there.
Yeah, man. I'm just like.
I wonder why that is. I'm a raging homosexual.
Just raging fucking gayness, man. That's what it is.
What was it? The stream
Big
that
old
Iron was
titties,
on
too.
yesterday, they were watching the Dylan Mulvaney's best friend walking, saying he was.
It's this kid who looks like fucking Andrew Garfield from The Amazing Spider-Man, but with long hair and press-on nails, making a TikTok video where he's lying about going to 3 sex parties in one night.
I think I saw a clip of that. You know what that reminded me of? Because Benny Johnson had him in the same thumbnail, like the fucking that motherfucker's not real chick did like a bikini spot, like I almost
that woman. I tell you what, I'd pay $35 for that. The beer, I mean, not her. Too expensive.
Yeah, you might pay $36 for that for her, right?
Yeah, $36 is a bit too far for that woman. I don't need some cracked out crazy woman in my bedroom.
How much of her mouth hugs? I would like to know if I can get a couple of those.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Even your kid is like
hitting you with a wooden spoon, man. That's awesome. Hit him some more.
Later, I tell you what.
Knock that fake Southern accent out of him.
I'm thinking
All you need to do
hit in the
is
face with
become
a wooden
a,
spoon like he really going south tonight.
Yeah, man.
That
is
I
legit.
was down in Florida with
Going
my
down
friend
south.
Jay. We was just hanging out.
And I was saying, all you got to do to become a right-wing grifter influencer is get tweaked out before an airplane and make a scene.
Yep.
Man,
Right,
if I made
man.
the fucking Frontier.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Frontier though, I'd be like this whole motherfucking airline is not real.
It's not real.
Dude,
you find out they load you onto an airplane and it's just a set.
It's
You're
like,
not going
man,
anywhere.
It's like, it's like that box truck from the Star Wars hotel, right? They just
never fly Spirit, never fly Frontier.
Frontier.
The
No,
price
man.
is not worth it.
I know
Yeah,
that. Listen,
like that
Vagabond.
shit. I was so
Vagabond,
fucking
tell us
pissed.
all about
Hey,
that, please.
Thank you.
Let's
though.
go ahead. Let's go ahead and get
Wait,
into that story.
Real
Vagabond.
quick though, thank you for taking that arrow for me, because if I had had some money, I was gonna like ask you what plane to get the tickets from. Where'd you get your tickets? Because I was talking to you and I was like, if I'd have had money, I would have done the exact same thing you did, and I'd have been sitting there right with you. So thank you
Man,
for taking that
I
arrow
think-
for the rest of us, man.
Yeah, man, that whole like the trip there, the fact that I didn't get to go shooting that Wednesday and shit because of the fucking Frontier, like I totally missed out on that. Like, and then but yeah, so because even me getting to the airport, like I got there super early. Before that, I parked my car at some hotel and I was being cheap with that shit too, and I had some.
Oh shit!
Oh, and his internet went out.
Oh man,
Yeah, his internet
it's
cut
just
out.
getting
Right
good.
in the middle,
Right? That's a cliffhanger.
right?
Well, before he comes
Be
back, I do
continued.
have to dip out here because I gotta get ready for my show. In a few minutes.
Alright,
Society,
man.
it's always a pleasure. my
Society,
friend.
tell everybody where they can find you here in a little bit, and we'll check that out.
Society Reviews on YouTube, Rumble, and on Twitch. I'm also going to be on X here tonight, so we're going to be reviewing that the new Henry Cavill movie. Then also going to be reviewing Abigail. And me and my buddy Rob Motto, we're going to be talking about that one here in a little bit. So,
Oh, nice.
till then, so like I said, I got what the Bible ends on Sunday night, and then on Tuesday night we got the Bar Room. I think it's episode 96 coming up this week, so we're fast tracking on 100. So.
Check
Oh,
on
nice,
everybody. Go check out Society's Bibleins podcast on Sunday. It's fantastic, man. It's a good way to kind of get it. He breaks stuff down. It's awesome. Can't say. God bless you, brother, for doing that too.
Yeah, everybody, go follow and subscribe to Society
Sure.
and its channels.
It was good to see you again.
All right, man. Hope you're
Good to
back
see you
next
again,
week. You're
Yeah, man.
always welcome.
Hopefully, I can get out to one of these meetups. I haven't been to one since what?
Yeah.
Dude,
Orlando,
that would be
so-
incredible.
Yeah, that's when we met.
Yep, I remember. Yeah, so hopefully I can get one out. So we'll see. I know people have been talking about either another one in Texas or another one in Florida. We'll see how I can make it work out. But
Yep.
hopefully I can
Awesome.
see you guys in the flesh again.
We're
All
trying to
right.
organize
Hold on,
like
man.
smaller ones. If you want to join the Discord,
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
one of us can send
Yeah,
you a link.
yeah.
but-
Just shoot me over the Discord. I'll let you know.
yeah.
My bad. I accidentally hit the F5 key.
Oh,
All right.
All right, bye, Society.
Later,
Bye.
man.
Good night.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
man,
at least,
Vagabond,
at least
tell
he
us
came
about
back because we
Yeah.
needed our POC.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh, you
I,
got him
I was
again.
moving my
MSK
hands while I
doesn't
was
count.
talking.
Oh, Lee, Gal, you're taking up the MSK.
He's not POC
Actually,
right
yeah,
now.
where are you, dude?
No, I mean, I was like,
Behind
you're
the scenes?
taking up, you're taking up his
Mantle.
What? Yes, for bringing up that. Man, I just turned retarded. I think I might have had another stroke.
Yeah, I was moving my hand, waving my hands while I was talking, and I hit the F5 key, and that's basically what happened.
Okay.
But yeah, so basically, I got a parking spot at some hotel. I had to drive, so I had to leave where I live at for about like around like 7:30 in the morning. So I got to this hotel. When I bought the parking for there, they were called Best Western. They changed the name to Sky Point, and the front desk lady's like, I can't take this because this is no longer our name and shit. So I had to like talk back and forth with that shit just so I can they validate that, hey, I paid and I can get in there or whatever. Take the fucking shuttle to the airport. I bus right in, make it all the way to my gate that I was supposed to be at. I was there at 9 a.m. My flight supposed to leave at 12:35. So I'm just chilling there, mind you, no headphones in, just sitting there, just waiting for my time to fly. I get to the it's like 12 something. There's no announcements, no nothing. I'm just looking around. I see other people looking around. I was like, all right. I still sit there for a little bit, and I was like, something's not right. So I go to the lady. I'm like, hey, is this the flight supposed to happen? And I show her the pass on my phone. Oh, well, they changed the flight. They changed the gate, and the new gate's all the way over here. And the Atlanta airport has an underground parking structure. An underground train system.
Huge freaking airport, man.
Yeah, so I not only did I have to rush down to get to the train station, I had to ride it all the way to the opposite end of the airport just for me to get to the gate as soon as they close it and stop letting people in. And like one guy's waving at the pilot looks at him and just shrugs his shoulders and doesn't do nothing or whatever and shit. And like we're trying to see if someone comes out. There's like no people to help out with Frontier here. And so that was the worst. The plane leaves, Frontier people come out. Oh, well, it's not our fault you didn't hear anything. And it's me and like 20 other people that missed this fucking plane. Right. And so they're telling us, oh, you need to go back to the ticketing area. Like we have to go out the airport and like go there and see if they give you another ticket. So as I'm walking out, I'm like, hey, do you know how to get to the ticket thing? I have to go get another ticket or whatever. And the guy, an employee at the airport goes, you got to get another ticket. What airline were you? I was like, Frontier. He goes, oh, this shit happens all the time with them. I was like, for real? So I get out there and everything. And man, Atlanta airport, because it's Atlanta. There's a ton of black folks. The worst thing is black women. It's all the angry black women just like they're arguing people back like it's not our fault. There's like it's me and like 20 other people. You're trying to explain like, hey, this is what happened. Well, it's not our fault. You didn't hear anything. You should have been paying it. Like chick literally told me I should have been paying attention for the thing. I was like, they never said anything. Nothing came on the app. Nothing. And so like I just need the next flight I can get over to so I can get to Vegas, right? And so that's going to be like $200. The person is trying to charge me. I was like, what? I ain't paying you guys another $200. So I'm like, is there a phone number or something I can call Frontier? Oh, we don't have a phone number. There's nothing I can do.
Of course.
And so she gives me some card for a refund thing, and like I'm going online. Turns out to try to even talk to somebody, there's even on Frontier's website, there's absolutely no phone number. You have to talk to their customer service agents in India or some bullshit.
Oh my God.
On fucking WhatsApp. Like that's the fucking dumbest shit I ever heard of.
What?
Like you don't have a phone number, it's fucking WhatsApp. And like I'm talking to this person in India. And
hello, thank you for calling Frontier Technical Support. How may I help you?
Okay,
Was your flight canceled inappropriately? Please call the number.
I am Roger from Wisconsin.
Yeah, so here's the thing. You can't even actually talk to the people in India. You have to text them on WhatsApp.
Oh,
and they respond to you like you can answer their question right away, right? So they just asked you a question, you answered it, and it's like 15 minutes later or 15 to 20 minutes later they respond to that like
on
right
WhatsApp?
after that. Yeah, on
They
WhatsApp.
selling you like a dime bag of fucking tikka masala? Like how on WhatsApp? That's kind of sketchy.
Man,
Kinda?
I like if I could show you this bullshit, like yeah, so like there's this my Frontier Airlines bullshit on fucking WhatsApp. And like
wow.
And then
God damn it.
And it's just talking to them back and forth with this shit. And
God.
just so they could tell me, oh, we have no way of refunding, you need to go buy another ticket or whatever. It's a bunch of bullshit. But luckily, I had a friend that had like a credit for Southwest or whatever. So she set me up to get me a flight, but it left at like 7 o'clock as opposed to my flight left at 12 or whatever. And then but it's I'll go from Atlanta to Southwest to and then to Vegas. So my plane was supposed to leave at like 7 something. They had a 2-hour delay because of some storm or hurricane or some bullshit.
That's what I got caught in.
Yeah, so plane comes like 2 hours late. I hop on. We fly all the way to St. Louis, and my other plane in St. Louis was supposed to leave around like 9:30, and it was like an hour flight. So I missed the last flight to Vegas from St. Louis, so I had to camp out the airport from like 10. So I got to the airport around 10 something. So they had to change my flight from 10 something to like Oh, fuck Frontier. I'm telling you. And so, like, I even on my way, even coming back from Vegas, I had other problems with Frontier. So that's the other bullshit as well too. So, my next flight left from St. Louis at 6:55 a.m. So I'm just one black guy. Like, there's no one else around here, and you know those little flat escalator shits. I'm just walking back and forth on these shits trying to, like, because all the restaurants and shit close as soon as I get there, and like all I wanted was this fucking custard thing. They're advertising it's the most delicious shit ever, and like all the custard machines are out of order. So it's like all of them.
That's a
Yeah,
fucking
it's just-
nightmare.
Yeah, so I was like, the fuck.
Jesus, I don't
And
know.
so I'm like, okay, so I'm eating like fucking Cheetos and fucking Rice Krispie treats, and I'm like choking on. You when you eat too many Rice Krispie treats, you know how you get like a little Rice Krispie in your throat. I'm choking on this shit.
Yeah.
And so, and then like, you know, I'm trying to sleep, so I'm laying my head down and shit, and all the fucking cleaning crew comes out and shit, and I'm like, damn. I'm just sitting here, and then like just waiting and everything, and then 8:55 comes in. Once that happens, I get on my plane, fly down to Vegas or whatever, and I'm at the airport. I see some fucking signs advertising free samples of alcohol. I go for that shit. and then like I even took a picture of the sign too and like texted friends of this, like, oh, I'm getting this shit. And then I go in there, oh, we don't give out the samples to like 10 something, and that was like the disappointment.
Oh,
So
that's some
like,
bullshit.
yeah, so then I'm like, all right, so I'm texting Iron or whatever, and then Sheep and Horror Marauder are like, oh, we're gonna be at the Golden Nugget. So I was about to take an Uber. That shit was gonna be $30, so I took a shuttle for like 15 or whatever. Got to the Golden Nugget, and then met with Sheep. We ate at the Claim Jumper or whatever, and like I tore that food up. I was starving.
Man,
like,
this is some shit that make you go like, you know, like I would have gone Michael Douglas falling down like several like bullshits. Before
I did everything
this.
they told me.
I will say this.
Stop serving breakfast.
I don't know, but the so the Frontier in Vegas, they at least updated their they announced it on the fucking speakers that they changed the gates, and the gate wasn't like the opposite side of the airport, which was like on my way back, and that plane had a delay. I at least made it back home to Georgia and had that bullshit. Well, the other bullshit was I got to Georgia around like 6 something in the morning. No, like 5 something in the morning. You know,
You're
what
on
was it?
mute.
5:55 in the morning.
Oh shit! Oops.
Oh, yeah. I get to Georgia like 5:55 in the morning. I wait at the hotel shuttle bus, and my hotel's shuttle does like to get to the parking was like I had they're supposed to come every 15 to 30 minutes. This guy didn't come for like another hour and 30 minutes.
Jeez.
And like I'm calling the hotel, look for the shuttle bus that has the name of the hotel called Sky Point. Man, they had every hotel's name, but there's not Sky Point or whatever.
Oh, no.
And it was like a taped on signs and shit. It was the dumbest shit. Stop being cheap when you go to the airport. Just drive Delta.
Hotel
Well,
right by the airport in Atlanta where they tried to rob me that one night. I'm gonna look up that up and let you know. Don't ever fucking stay at that place. They see you coming in there with anything worth any kind of fucking money, they'll fucking rip you off. I want to put it out there right now. I just want to say Frontier Airlines hates 3/4 black people.
Yeah. I had to cancel the Oasis because I booked 2 nights at Oasis or whatever, and I'm still waiting on the money back from that bullshit.
Man, I feel bad. I had an extra bed. I could have put you up.
This Peru does kind of look like
Man, I
a
had a
greasy
couch
lesbian, doesn't he?
Man, I don't give a fuck.
a little bit.
But yeah,
Man, what sucks is we dropped you off at the hotel, and we should have thought it through better because there was a Roberto's right up the street.
Man, like
right as we drove past it.
That was the other disappointing thing. I was like, I could have had some San Diego, California Mexican food before I flew out.
Next time, man.
Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah, hopefully you even if it's not for a meetup, man, you want to get out here, just save up and
I'm about to fly to San Diego maybe I'm trying to fly to Dago in June.
Okay.
Cool.
And so I can go to Tijuana. So,
Dude, man,
go to the
are you
donkey
sure
show.
you wanna, man, are you
Hell
sure you want to
yeah.
go down there? I know you've already told me about the escapades you've had coming back from Mexico, man.
oh
Like
man,
they put you in
Nah,
the
you gotta
room and
check out
shit.
them donkey shows.
yeah. Well, I'm talking to someone in Mexico, so I'm going to go meet down there.
Hey, it's that guy.
You should go back
Oh,
to
what's
that
the-
photo with
dude,
Eric
Cash
July.
was fucking
real quick.
Cash was badass.
That's a
See,
good
that motherfucker right
That's
there
one.
done squeeze my ass cheeks, both of them.
See, he knows me. Why didn't he grab me?
Was he groping
Dude.
on everybody, even the
Man,
Oh no, he
Caleb-
was touching some ass, man. He grabbed my. I ain't never had another man grasp my ass that hard. I swear to God.
man, Kaylin was like the
Like
first
I
thing
said.
Kaylin came up to me. It was like, man, what the hell is wrong with MSK? I was like,
No shit, he came up to me. He's like, "What's going on?"
like,
with
no,
You're
there's
running.
so many.
He's
Everybody.
always like
Oh, I
that.
love Gary's shirt. That's
Love you,
awesome.
Gary.
Gary's
Yeah.
shirt was fucking sick.
There
Gary
were so
was
many
good.
people coming
Should've
up
worn
to
my
me
Rohan
like,
shirt.
Fuck.
That
man,
was
what?
awesome. That's a good
Like
pick.
you keep
That's a good
telling me
pick.
to stream with like MSK or whatever, and they're like, what the hell is wrong with this dude? I was like, what do you mean? He's like, this guy's weird.
Oh man, you got straight Dan Bask in the background, just staring at you.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Oh,
There
That's
he
your
is.
yeah,
no.
I saw that dude too.
That looks like
I
a
because
wish
before-
pain.
who
Humiliation.
posted
Like a
that he looks
redneck
like
Dan
Dan
Bass.
Bass?
He's a little white trashy, kind of a slightly
Yeah.
white trashier version of Dan Bass.
But yes, whoever posted that he looked like Dan Bass, I thought about it too when I was there. It's like, man, that dude could like be like a relative of Dan Bass or some shit. I was like, I'm glad I was the only one that thought
I'd
that.
have bought
Shit.
that motherfucker some sleeves.
Does anyone else think
I saw
that
him
this
on
looks like
Darnell.
a comparison photo between the two? Just the way the red is in between them, it looks like it's a Photoshop. Like they're not actually in
does.
the same room.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Alternate
But it's
dimension
like-
character lie. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, like yeah, because I'm going to be at MomoCon this I'm gonna go all 4 days. I know I'm trying to quit this job, so if I get fired for taking all these trips and shit.
Oh, look at that tiny little person you took a picture with. That's such a good
I'll punch you in
photo.
the dick, Prof.
Nice of you to do
punch
that.
you in the dick. I will next time.
You know what?
It's a Make-A-Wish photo.
Coming out to me, man, but I am
Make-A-Wish
there.
photo.
All right, you're gonna have to ask my wife first. No, actually, no, fuck that.
They
Don't
didn't
ask.
say I'd cup them.
You know what's
She'll
hilarious
let
is
you-
like
yeah, don't fucking ask her. She'll let
you
you,
know
do
what's
it.
you know what's hilarious? Like that reminds me of like Shag's like fucking Garrett. Anyway, like you know when that somebody like a picture of like that ranch ice cream was going around, I finally get
Yeah.
into Shag's is like stop
No, dude.
stop tagging me in this shit.
Vagabond, was it you taking pictures of me and Shag? Somebody kept pointing at right at our stomach, and me and Shags are like, "Is he taking a picture of us looking fat? I look fat as shit. I'm gonna."
Oh, that was me taking the picture. I was trying to.
Man, I don't even fucking remember, but like Shags and I were like, I found pictures. I'm holding my stomach in one, and he's holding his stomach in the other, and we're like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, well, don't.
See,
don't
I need to
kiss
come
and
and
I
get
mean,
you
we
guys.
all
I
need
need
to lose weight.
I need to come. I need to get
That's
everybody
true.
motivated, man. I need to start. I need to get you guys motivated.
could-
All it takes is, man, we all just see our pictures of ourselves
Yeah.
after the meetup. Like, okay, yeah, time to hit the
No.
gym.
Oh, don't
Selena,
even.
you're fine.
Selena,
You're fine,
No,
Selena.
no,
Still continue
no.
sitting
Don't
down.
even start. I
That
don't even
hotel
I
wanna
think
hear
I
mirror.
that.
have covering my
I
The-
cut it to 1,500 calories a day, Diesel. That's where I'm sticking.
Yeah, that
Oh.
hotel mirror was like, I swear that's a funhouse mirror in that bullshit. Like, I like, so I get in this hotel, whatever. We have like this, there's like a miniature golf course in the middle of the hotel room.
Oh, that's
Shit.
dope, man.
Real quick,
Yeah.
you guys.
Oh, that's
I
such a
love
great picture. Oh, dude.
Who's got a
Y'all-
bounce?
MSK just
Kratos.
left.
Oh, he already left. Well, we're finally getting to the meetup stuff, MSK. I guess we'll talk about it later. Bye. Go subscribe to MSK, who's back on YouTube and putting out more content.
Yeah.
You can find his channels there. And of course, go watch him on Rumble for all the degenerate live streams that
Exactly. I tell you
Yes.
what, he does put out. We all found that out this week. Last
oh
week.
boy.
He puts out.
Again, when,
like we
where? I missed out on this. Apparently,
It's
Everyone gets
alright.
crazy.
No, I only saw MSK for like 5 minutes. He like popped up behind. No, was he at the Thursday night meetup?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Was he not?
No.
Wait.
What?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
No, I think he
Yeah.
was.
Question: did any of you get that cookie from
No,
when they
I
had
did
the
not
tacos and
try the
shit?
cookie.
Oh
Man.
no,
I did.
Dermy
Dermy got one, but he's like, I don't know why I took this. He just eaten at Fago with you guys, and he's like, I don't want this, and he's trying to give it to people, and he's like, I don't want a Dermy cookie.
Oh,
Give me that shit.
that cookie was delicious. Okay, did you try
good
it?
fucking
yeah, that's
cookie. Yeah, I ate it.
Yeah,
Vagabond was talking about the cookie, man. He was talking about his cookie.
I was afraid that cookie had a lot of THC in it, so I only took a little bite.
it was just fucking delicious. I was like,
I
yeah, who made this
bag
fucking cookie?
of oatmeal cookies into Sheep Cidian's hand the first night. That brother has good taste in cookies. He understands a good oatmeal cookie. All motherfuckers.
Sheep Cidian. I would like to hang out with Sheep. Sheep looks like
Sheep
the actor
is
that plays
fucking cool.
Shaft, man. He looks like the dude that plays Shaft.
Dude,
He totally does.
Sheep is cool.
I'm telling you, Sheep
Doesn't
cool as shit.
understand the word ASAP though. Diesel,
Also,
not
they
diesel,
have
sorry,
the best
diesel.
tacos there. Like, wow.
Those are
really
really,
good.
really good.
I
Yeah,
want to
it's
try
fantastic.
some of them
Yeah.
damn
Tacos
San
are
Diego
incredible.
fucking some of that San Diego
Man.
deliciousness.
You gotta come
Mexican
out to
food, man.
Arizona or San Diego. You want
some
real
of that good
Mexican
stuff.
food because there ain't
Yeah.
real Mexicans anywhere else.
Dude, man, even the
Have you been to
Hispanic
Houston?
dude, the Hispanic
Everywhere.
Well, you got Mexicans and Cajuns and all kinds of shit in Houston. Houston's
That's
all over.
why I love it here. The food is amazing. And we got Vietnamese, we got Cantonese, Chinese, Japanese, every
What the fuck
every
is
part of food.
Vietnamese?
Indian.
hey, Vagabond, man.
Vietnamese. That's
Hold
called-
on, you guys are yelling
Vagabond,
over each other.
When I was dating that one that Hispanic woman and there was in Atlanta, man, I was like, man, she's hot, good looking Hispanic woman, and I was just hoping, and then I asked her, and she didn't cook for shit, dude. I was like,
Is that why you dated her?
But
no,
Nah,
I didn't
you
date her for that. I dated her because she was hot, but I was like, by any
That's not why I
chance,
dated her, but that would have helped.
And
No,
look,
see-
look. We went to go get a Little Caesars pizza. She didn't care, man. It was cool.
no, there's a food
Now
truck
you gotta
out where
watch
I'm
out,
at. So I was out at my friend's Heavy Metal Fest. We're about to have another one next month. So there was there's a taco truck called Ricky's Tacos. He had elotes, but he wasn't calling them elotes, right? So I bought his elotes and I bought a couple tacos. I was like, this food tastes just like it was
Oh my
Oh,
god!
what the hell?
Get off of that!
I'm no fucking Ryan Camp.
Go on.
Yeah, so I was eating these elotes. I was like, man. I went to the door of the food truck. I'm like, excuse me. I said, man, and the guy goes like, hey man, where the hell are you from? He goes, what do you mean? I was like, there's no, like, for Mexican food, I could tell from this taste. This is like Southern California. And he told me, yeah, in Chula Vista. I was like, I'm from San Diego. What the fuck are you doing with the butt fuck out of here?
Dude,
So,
you gotta get
like-
hooked up with Ricky's Tacos from now on, man.
yeah.
You gotta
But,
go to
like-
Old Town fucking San Diego and get that shit. Them tortillas they make fresh on the street. Ain't nobody do that.
So I don't eat churros in the United States. I eat churros specifically in Tijuana, Mexico. Then
They had the cocaine in there for that one.
no, like if like
And the
they make them like fries. So you know how you got like the hot dog stands in New York and shit. That's how they're
Yeah.
making churros and shit in
I've seen that
in
before.
Tijuana. And you get
That's
them
the
in a
best fucking way
fry
to get
bag and shit.
churros.
And like
Hell
the
yeah.
flavor is so much better. Like you'll never eat churros in the United States ever again if you eat churros in Tijuana. And then oh, what you're saying?
I was gonna say something real quick about Gal's big black pussy. I was gonna say
Oh, hi,
No.
kitty.
that's a big black pussy you got there.
Then okay, so whoever Jessica is, have you been to Los Cuarto Milpas in
Oh,
Chicano
Jessica
Park?
Reloaded. Hey, what's up?
Hey, Jess.
What's up, Jess?
What's up, Jess?
We love Jess.
Yeah, if you go to Los Cuarto Milpas in Chicano Park, the lines, you get 2 chicken tacos as soon as you walk in the building. The line's going to be long as shit, but the line goes super fast, so ignore the line. They're so good that they make tortillas for other taco shops, and it's all like handmade and shit.
Actually, we have tacos El
Yeah,
Gordo.
see,
We have 2 here.
We get quite a bit of the spillover
Yeah.
from San Diego. If they're big enough, they come here. Like Roberto's is originally from San Diego. Do you
Yeah,
say
they're-
you knew the owners?
Roberto's here in Phoenix.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Roberto's is a whole family chain or whatever, right?
Mhm.
And like my dad used to eat them when they were younger. I heard that they made a one in Las Vegas. I totally forgot about it because I don't go to Las Vegas. So this was my first time in Vegas or whatever.
Same.
In Phoenix, you got Roberto's, Rolebertos, Irrebertos, fucking
Yeah.
Filebertos. You got
It's just-
Franciscos. You got all the
Robert-
fucking Bertos here. All
Yeah.
everything Bertos.
Because Roberto's beat everyone to the name. So they got
But
like
that was the first one.
yeah, so like Roberto's, like they just beat everyone to the name, and then but yeah, like
Roberto's.
if
Yeah.
you eat like shoot, if Shaka, you live in San Diego? I don't know.
He's near San Diego. Yeah,
Oh well, shit.
somewhere near. He's like in that. He's kind of in the area. From what I
Yeah, so
understand.
roll
General
tacos
direction.
or taquitos, they were invented in San Diego at this place, a restaurant called El Indio. And like that's like certain dishes were invented in San Diego. And that's why Mexican food in San Diego beats the rest of the country and you can't touch it. Just saying.
You know what I learned over the week? Some of the best food that fucking exists is it's a
Yes.
Jewish, Indian, Iraqi fusion.
What the
Now
hell?
hold on.
Super, super good.
Let me pull up the
I mean, it
picture of
sounds
the spread
delicious. I'm
here.
just wondering how family dinners go. If that's
It was crazy good. Hold on.
that's amazing.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like.
This
Oh, there
was
you
at
go.
Green Rocks. We drove him to the Salty Nerd studio because he was helping out for the Friday Night Tights, and we just kind of hung out there till he was done. And then afterwards, before we all went and hung out, we went to a family dinner there with him
Cool.
and his family. This whole this was insane. It was like they do this weekly,
That is
and it
nuts.
was like
yeah.
like Thanksgiving. Everything
Dude.
there is fucking homemade.
That looks amazing.
Yeah.
And
Delicious.
bread, dude. They do that every week. That's nuts, man. That's like
Yeah.
these fucking potatoes right here are
Oh my God.
completely crispy
Oh
and
my-
buttery on the outside, and then
Oh.
like the perfect
yeah.
soft consistency
Which
on the
one?
inside.
The one in the dish in the center?
The one that
Right.
looks like
More on the side.
Can you see my cursor? Wait. Okay. I got the cursor
Oh,
right
that
here.
right.
oh,
Oh,
the one
dude,
that looks
yes.
like Chick-fil-A nuggets.
Fire.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh,
Yeah, all
that's
this shit. The
delicious.
rice. There was like 3 different rices. It was fucking crazy.
Thank you so much,
Um,
No Green Rocks, by the way. It was
yeah.
such a pleasure.
That was
Yeah,
definitely one of the highlights of the entire
For sure.
week. And here's the thing: we were both like, you're never, somebody is fucking gracious enough to invite you to a family dinner that no matter what, you never turn that down. It's like, yes,
Heck,
support.
no, you know, man.
Oh, yeah.
But that's like
Now you kind of know you don't know what to expect all the
Dude,
time.
that's always the best food.
And I've had some experience. I'll just call them experiences. But here's the thing with I like Indian food, but anytime I go, more often than not, when I go to an Indian restaurant or anything kind of that like that type of food, you walk into the restaurant, you're not going to get hit with a pleasant smell when you walk in. It doesn't make you want to
You're
eat
really
it.
not.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's
I-
why
I-
I've never
I
ate
disagree.
Indian. I've never.
I
ate
like the
Indian
smell
food,
it.
man.
I like the smell of Indian food.
I do too, but
That'd be
sometimes
the right
have you
place
been
to-
in an Indian restaurant?
It's
that
just sometimes
the
it
smell
smells like-
itself is a turnoff.
It smells like pure armpit. It's
Dude,
just
have you
sometimes it
lived
just does.
in a-
Just
I
the way
mean,
the spices
yeah.
You
go.
I
lived
ain't
in
gonna-
an apartment with an Indian dude cooking curry, man. Believe
Oh no,
it.
dude, I delivered.
I love curry.
It's
But,
all
the thing is,
I mean,
we
I
walked into
disagree,
this
but-
house. It was totally different. The food, like we could smell it as we walked in, and it was actually extremely appetizing. So the
warm
whole
and
thing,
inviting food smell, right?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
traditional,
But,
and it was
I mean,
beautiful,
like,
and the family was
I'm
really
the person
sweet.
that eats at NATO and shit, so it's like it is
Vagabond,
Right.
you would eat. Look, man, I just
Now,
I know what
you
you're
will-
saying though.
I've been into some really nice Indian restaurants that smell incredible when you walk in. This was similar to that,
Yeah.
but then I've been to
See,
some that
I even bought this
majority of
in,
them here kind of
Vegas.
suck.
As a
What
What
Is
you
that
got
a
there?
weed
Scorpion
sickle?
or a cricket?
Scorpion. Better
It's
eat
like
it.
a cricket.
I've been
Oh.
looking for
I
a
thought
scorpion
it
one
would be,
forever.
Oh, they have
I've
them
gone to
here.
when I
Why?
delivered for Uber Eats, I've delivered to an apartment complex across from an American Express facility that's like the only way you rent there is basically if you're Indian. If you're an employee of American Express, they almost dealt exclusively with it.
Oh yeah.
If you want to
Bet
know what
that
that
place
smell
smells
is
good.
like you roll into that place on a Friday night and it's like it's just boom, it's blasting. Curry
Yes.
everywhere. As soon as you enter the parking lot, you're not even walking down hallways trying to find apartment doors or anything. Like the whole place is a very thick.
Go to
Indian
the place that smells like curry, and you're just like, what the whole block?
Yeah, I know, right? That was the instruction. Like, seriously, like if you smell curry when you're at the intersection of this and this, you're close.
Make a
The
left.
if you smell it from the intersection, I was like, oh.
No, I'm telling you right now. No, you have to stop right here. You have to go over there. Now you drive down the street.
Now,
5
you're
streets.
doing
The only Indian food I
Indians are not Mexicans. That's it.
Hold on, we're talking over everybody. One at a time, fellas.
Yeah, I know exactly how it smells when it's like very strong, and I know how it smells when it's really bad. You've unfortunately got to use Yelp, Google reviews, something. Find the good Indian place, the place where you walk in and it's like you can smell them grilling the meat. You know that you're in the right place.
Or if you just the right amount of the spices cook, because they have to cook the spices before they ground them up and use them in the dish. Another good example. I love Jamaican food, and I got real excited because right around the corner is an authentic Jamaican place that opened about a year or two ago. And when I saw them putting it up, I was getting all excited. I go in there. I've been in there twice, and she's been in there more than that because she has to pick up food from there. It's atrocious.
Really?
Don't.
Horrifying.
Dude,
I was
like,
wondering if she
It's not just
yelled
the
at
food
you.
smell,
Did she-
the entire place. You know, like when a place just doesn't smell clean.
yes,
No, I know for a
yes,
fact
exactly.
they're not clean. So
Does it smell
Yeah.
kind of like a mixture of like the bathroom and then stuff that you do not want to? Yeah.
Mop water. It smells like dirty mop water.
Oh, God.
Oh,
The
I was
rat jumped
wondering-
out of the bag. It was
The rat was like, man, I ain't in it left to go eat
Even the
somewhere
rat was
cleaner.
like, fuck this.
Rat?
Yeah, I know, right?
No. It's not year of rat. It's year of Pomeranian. Number 4 on menu.
Yeah,
Pomeranian.
you know what though?
That is
Now
very good.
I'll even eat. I know this is like some like bottom tier stuff, but they had these little microwave little Jamaican meat pie things.
Yeah,
that,
meat
like
pies.
in a
it made a
them
patty.
damn things are good as hell. Like
Yeah, they are.
authentic shit is like I can't imagine that's probably good. Now I have not
Those
like
are
I've
good.
been like man
Chicken's
the
good.
whole curry thing. I lived in an apartment complex and the place smelled like I don't know. It's like foot ass in the armpit and whatever. But like I would go to a good Indian place if I was like hanging out with Selena and Iron, y'all were like, this is a good place. I would try it. If you guys were like pointing me in the right direction. Vagabond, I'm not quite sure about. I'll trust you for some, like
The man is holding a stick with a
As
scorpion
far
in
as
it.
like Hispanic food, hell yeah, but like you're gonna have to give me like to go to a place, man. You're gonna have to give me the rundown, dude. You're gonna have to explain it because like you could. I need to get to the part where it's just like, okay, this is a chicken fetus, or this is or something like that.
yeah.
Just
I
let
still
me
need
know
to
if there's
finish
bones
uploading
in it.
that video.
Look
I
at the
still
kid.
need to finish. I still need to finish updating that video or whatever.
Look at the kitty.
Yes, Michael and everybody's asked. I know Shock
Iron
was
shade.
upset that the porn stash is gone. The porn stash will be back along with with a
no.
beard. It only took.
Selena's like,
It only
the
takes me a
hell
little while.
it is.
Yeah, man, my brother.
We came to an agreement as
No,
long
we
as they
didn't.
took
Did
the
we?
only mustache. You
No,
said
we
as long
very
as there's
drunk.
beard and mustache.
But it's like
Selena's like, as soon as you do the porn stash, Selena's just like, I know.
Now, I tell you what, I can't live with this clean shaven shit. He looks like he's gonna just give me. You got a pretty mouth, Iron. I'm gonna tell you right now.
What's wrong with the clean shaven shit,
Tell you
man?
what.
Okay, cast member from
I
I don't
Oz.
mind it. Diesel, you got pretty eyes and a pretty mouth. You can be.
Jerome, can you tell that piece of shit asshole to fucking get the hell out of here before I fucking kick him in the face?
Yeah, that
I tell you
I've
what.
never seen that before.
that's pretty cool.
I
oh, hey
need
guys,
that.
Gal's gotta go. So
Oh man,
This is all
Yeah.
I heard when Prof was saying that. About Iron.
I tell you what, gal.
Oh, you should
Gonna
tell
give
him
him one of those
before you
special
go. You
bags.
should tell him about Trump Tower,
dude,
What's that?
the bathroom in Trump Tower.
how clean
yeah.
was it?
Yeah. Go for it, real quick.
I seriously, I cannot believe these fucking rooms in the Trump Tower. So friggin' NGR's is fine. It's glorious. It's amazing. And then we go to fucking Bradley's, and he has a guest bath, a full guest bath that is bigger than the ones in my house. Okay? It's a guest bath.
This
And then
dude
he
was
has a
staying at
dining
Trump
area.
Tower?
Yeah. Duke Devil.
Oh yeah.
He has a dining area,
Devil.
sitting room. He has a full kitchen. Okay, like when you walk in, and then there's this beautiful guest bath.
Nah, I
Nice.
didn't say
Master
Trump
bedroom.
Tower. Gal was mad about how big my shower was. I don't know what in the hell that got to do with nothing, but she was really mad about how big my shower was. I
This was
stayed at
nothing
the
in comparison
Oasis.
to Bradley's.
They ain't got Trump Tower money.
Do you expect anything less from Trump?
No, but
Everything is fucking awesome with this
I am
man.
a small town girl that's fine staying at motels.
Living in a lonely world.
Drunk Emerald Arrow.
I took the midnight train
Right.
going anywhere, damn it.
Hey,
I'm on a
that's the
tight.
type of karaoke that I expect, and I didn't get that at that karaoke bar. I'm just saying.
I was
We're gonna have to wrap up here real soon anyway. We only got about another 15 minutes. So, Gal, I know. Go ahead and tell them where you're gonna be, because we'll be joining you there soon anyway.
In Ballbusters,
Yay!
or at Ballbusters in 45 minutes ish. That's
Oh,
where you'll
man.
find me. And then Beelza Pub on the Beelza Hub and this guy's channel. Yeah. And then Screaming Into the Void tomorrow at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. And 10 p.m. Mountain Time on Sundays for Horny Alf's channel. Screaming Into the Void, is on Samuel the Infamous's channel. So find me there. Cooking the Books is likely coming back next week. I have to put a couple polls up for not those kind of polls. I probably should say voting.
Vegas is over you.
Gal. Gal, you got to at least be this tall to get on one of them poles, all right?
Shut the fuck up. Anyway,
She's gonna punch you right in the scroat, bro.
gonna figure out the sci-fi book that I'm gonna read. You shush. But anyway, yeah, just look out for tweets to figure out what book we're gonna vote on this week for me to start reading. So
Definitely
yeah,
follow that,
See you.
subscribe to Gal, and
forward to it,
come
Gal.
join her and
I'm
us
okay.
over at Ballbusters in just a little bit.
Wait a second.
See you over there.
thank you. Bye,
See you soon,
everybody.
Gal.
Good to see you, Gal.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you
take
too.
off too, guys. I gotta.
I'm not afraid of you.
Hey,
before I get on
Devil, man, is good
All
to
right,
be on
Devil.
stream with you, dude. Hadn't been on before. Cool.
there. Absolutely.
You're always welcome back here. In fact, got a pretty good idea to how to incorporate Danny DeVito into something for the intros.
Hell yeah.
Always
They'll
works.
always have Devil on. Devil's a
But,
fucking good
yep.
one.
Just you can find me at Beelza Hub, my channel. Look out for shows. All these people, pretty much all of them, are on other shows of mine. So just kind of follow them, and you'll find me. But otherwise, I will see you guys in about 40 minutes.
All right.
Oh man,
I'm gonna see you there, you sexy beast. You better take your
Hey.
shirt off.
Who I gotta blow to get on this stream too, man.
Oh, dear God.
Dermy. Dermy's always
Dermy.
down for the
Always
blow.
You gotta find his back tortilla.
Slide into his DMs.
Tacos.
He
Like
likes
See you guys
tacos.
later.
Ass.
Bye,
See you, Devil.
Got nothing. See you, Devil.
Take care.
And
Dermy
real
Dermy's
quick,
hoping
making his
Yeah.
first appearance and hopefully not the last. Drunken Emerald Arrow. We
Hi.
go way back to the very
What's up,
first
dude?
Vegas meetup. I've
The
been
very
hanging out
first
with
Yeah.
this motherfucker.
Oh yeah, it's been some time, and it's finally getting on the streams. I did one with MSK just yesterday.
Oh,
and
awesome.
so, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
So
MSK is actually right now wondering who all's free for his stream later. For those of you
Yeah.
that don't want to hang out at Ballbusters, go hang out at MSK's.
I gotta
I'm
eat
sure-
dinner.
Dang
I'm
it.
sure he'll send the link for y'all if you want to go join him before he gets filled up.
yeah, but go figure. I jump on the stream.
MSK.
Right as we're ending.
Well,
Normally
yeah,
we'll go a lot longer than this, and normally we actually start
Way
on,
longer than this. Thicker too.
start on time. Maybe a little-ish on time.
Well, I mean, I had a headache that just finally broke. And then
Oh.
on top of that, just looking at the time, and it's like, I probably could jump in for a couple minutes. I mean, didn't realize
Aw.
it was going
And
to
now
be.
you are.
It's like,
Yeah, absolutely. We do this every Friday. Some of them we're sober, some of them we ain't. All of them we got our dicks in our pants. So I'll tell you
Yep.
well, Well, then I'll be the designated driver during the show.
Somebody's got
You and Diesel. Diesel's cleaner than shit.
I am sober for 9 years, 5 months, and
Fuck yeah.
5 days.
Yes, Diesel.
There we go.
Yeah, my
This
drinking
motherfucker
day.
over here, right here. Give him some. Give
I
Diesel.
would do a gun salute, but I can't.
No, that's not a good idea.
That was something I was actually.
Not my house. I don't need no holes.
That was.
I ain't
real,
that much.
I was thinking about this earlier, man. Like, did Chris Gore have a stroke when he was in Vegas?
Yes.
Yeah.
He had
Yeah.
it during the Tuesday meetup, apparently, from everything I've heard.
Not,
Well,
that's the
him
reason
and
why
Alan got robbed too, I guess.
Listen,
as well.
not trying to make light of it or anything like that, but I'm hoping that he had like this stroke from drinking like I did, so that it won't be that bad. I had a stroke, man. I drank myself into a stroke, dude. But fortunately, was like
so. I don't think from because I heard it was. I think Gary talked about it on Tuesday. I don't think it was. It was different. He really apparently he may. It wasn't. He hadn't been drinking all that much. It was different. Everyone else.
I mean,
was,
he's
like,
he drinks and has been drinking for a long. I wasn't saying that was.
Just saying
he didn't drink himself. I just meant like when I was drinking, and a lot. And actually, after I had the stroke, I didn't stop drinking. Then that tells you what kind of madness alcoholism is, man. But it's like, no, I was drinking at the time, and like when you drink a lot like that, it was like when I say I drank myself into a stroke, I was drinking and all that and my blood pressure was up because of that, man. And I know that this is just, and I'm not trying to make light of this or anything, man. I'm just looking at this from like, because this happened to me, I'm kind of looking at it from like an outside perspective, seeing like a lot of people saying, Chris is always drinking and stuff like that. I've seen him come on Yellow Flash to stream before, and like he drinking and stuff like that. So it's like he kind of drinks pretty. Does he drink when you hang out with him?
I think Chris is just a partier, from my understanding. He's not like he doesn't wake up in the morning and drink or drink.
I know, but like that can still like give you. When you're facing it can give you high blood pressure. And you said Vagabond, when you hang with him, you drink a lot and everything and stuff like that. I'm not saying that he had to be an alcoholic or anything. I'm just saying that drinking a lot, man, raises your blood pressure, dude. And if you have a tendency towards that, man, like in drinking over time, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that like alcoholic drinking. I'm just saying drinking can raise your blood pressure and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that what it is. And praying that it's like something like I'm very blessed, man, because mine was a mild stroke, obviously, because I'm not half paralyzed. I only have a little bit of issue with like a little bit of fine motor control sometimes in my left hand. So like, hopefully that's the case. And like hopefully, have you heard anything? He's not like paralyzed or anything. Have you heard?
He's having. This is what makes me think he had like your traditional stroke, especially from what he was saying. He was starting to feel hot, and I know it's hot in Vegas, so it's like, duh.
Yeah, it was also super crowded. I mean, you got to give it that.
He just said he was feeling off. He was feeling really hot, and he just didn't feel right. And I've known people that have had strokes, and what they said, the hours leading up to it's like they just felt like they couldn't put their finger on it, but something wasn't right.
My father has had 3. My dad's had 3. And he has lost all feeling in his arm and stuff like that. But the thing is I do think that they caught it on time. Yeah. So I think that he's going to have medical care. Yeah. So let's just wish him all.
He's gonna have a rough go for recovery, but everybody's fucking got Chris Gore's fucking rock star, and everybody loves him. So
next 15 months are critical. That's where you can do a lot to help your brain retrain there. That was just what I've heard and everything like that.
It's also I've seen people make a full recovery and actually are in the best shape, like best health of their lives afterwards. So
you can,
or let's just hope that's what happens with him.
I just hope it's not like my grandfather my grandfather had a stroke and he was paralyzed on his whole left side. Like he was essentially trapped in his body. And then he was not right, like mentally. Like, I mean, you can say what you want to about me mentally, but I do have all of my faculties, man. You know, I act like an idiot and all this kind of stuff. But like, I
do know that he got robbed during the same day too. So I don't know. If that has anything.
Crazy because that doesn't happen. Like those kind of robberies from the car like that he was talking about they're very common all through California. It doesn't happen as much here. I mean, we've had them, but
a few times.
Certainly not on the fucking strip, though. You would think.
I mean, it's only a 3-hour drive from Cali, folks. So
yeah, that's true. And maybe it happened at the hospital or near the ER. That would make sense because the criminals will target people out there.
When he gets better, I'll talk to him again and go from there.
Well, we got to do a hard out because I got to have enough time to go take a piss before Paul.
Man, just whip it out. Don't be a pussy.
We're not doing a Gavin.
Like
Emerald, you're back. You're welcome back next week. I'll work into the intros as well. All
right.
Let's do quick outros. I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to go hop over to MSK, so we'll just go this way around. Well, that way around. Strider, anything coming up?
Yep. I'm gonna be doing a Fallout review as someone who has played both 3 and 4, and I'm gonna have some interesting things to say about that. You can catch me on MSK stream here a little bit. Can't stay on for too long. Got an early morning tomorrow, but I'm usually on Mondays when I'm not sick. With it's usually me and MSK and writer CS Johnson. So we have a ball over there on Mondays. So check it out.
I try to join that one when I can. That's just a rough day for me with work.
Yeah.
Prof, anything coming up?
I've actually got Shagsworth coming to hang out with me on DadCast tomorrow night. We're going to talk about his journey through fatherhood. Dude, Shags is a little intimidating, a little big. So I'm reworking all of my questions and shit. So it's going to be a different show. I still don't have an intro because I'm still amateur as fuck. But come check me out on DadCast tomorrow, 8 p.m. Pacific time. This is my third whiskey and LaCroix. And then also check me out in some of the guest appearances and announcer things that I filmed over on the Whiskey Capitalist on Rumble. They're doing the spoof. They're doing a spoof award show called The Bannies. I did a little bit of a skit for them. I did I'm presenting the most banned sports figure award. So check that out. That's also coming out tomorrow. I believe that's dropping at around 5 p.m. Eastern or Western Pacific. The whiskey is thick with me. So check me out on those two, and let's roll down to Vagabond.
Yeah, so you'll catch me on whoever stream will have me. I'll
have you,
and right, and then but yeah, you'll see me at different conventions. I might be in San Diego. I don't know if I'm gonna do a vlog if I'm there. I cracked my phone the other day. Well, I didn't. Some cat did. That wasn't. I thought was my cat, but wasn't my cat.
Oh, that's
cool. And then but yeah. So I have some videos I need to make. As you can see, I don't know if you can't see. I got some boxes to unbox, and I need to finish editing my Balut video, but I've been kind of busy.
Right on. Diesel, you been working on anything, or we still gonna get our sci-fi show put together and go from there?
Yeah, I'm not. I don't ever work on anything on my channel. I can't get motivated to do anything with it.
Well, we'll do something about that because we're gonna work on something together. But you also got your Wednesdays over on the Common Nerd. You're here every Friday, and then whenever MSK.
No, I might go on there, man. Like it sucks because I bailed on winding down Wednesdays this past Wednesday because I had my ups and downs. Like
Diesel. I need you to tell Jesse. I need that motherfucker on DadCast. He got more babies than I ever fucking seen.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I know, man. He keeps one in his arm like sometimes while he's streaming.
Yeah, I think he got me pregnant while he was there, just walking by.
Yeah, he got me pregnant. Like I said, I had.
Yeah, that's right. You already used that joke. God damn it.
I know. I mean, I said this all the time, but Jesse looks like with his whatever this shit is he's got going on, man. He looks like he's like could be selling you a magua somewhere in like Chinatown.
Yeah, I mean, he's the mix between
with his hat and his like thing. And he looks like
it's kind of like a steampunk pop wizard meets one of those Greek, little clove foot things that play the lutes.
You were there to tell your story.
Love you, Jesse.
A transvestite wearing Jesse's hat that I ran into on fucking what was that Thursday night?
Oh, you saw tranny Jesse.
Oh, that's great.
The transgender nerd.
Oh, and then so Drunken Emerald Arrow, where can we find you? You got anything planned or?
Yeah. Well, now I'll be on MSK this evening.
Awesome. All right. Yay.
I might see you there, homie.
Yeah. Other than that,
all right. You guys go have fun over on MSK. Selena and I are about to go join for a guest appearance on Ball Busters. Really looking forward to that. So you know what that means.
Every time. Good night, y'all. Thanks for watching. Have a great night. Bye.
Night, Selena.
I'll be back.